It's another rendition with your boy J.Gillz. We is in the building. Shout out Zill Life. I have one-on-one with my boy Derrell Nelson.
What's up?
Yo, I get Derrell, 2011 graduate from Wilson Wildcats alum.
Oh, yeah.
We in the building right now.
Respect.
We in the building. Check it. So Derrell's been playing college basketball for last year over in the United Kingdom, Cardiff University. Currently, right now, he's a combo guard for the Twin City Jazz for the ABA Association. Right now, you're ranked 19th in the ABA in the association. Derrell, I'm gonna give it to you. Tell us a little more about yourself.
Yeah, as Jay said, my name is Derrell Nelson. I'm a combo guard. First year, I just recently finished my first season playing pro for the Twin City Jazz, and we finished the season off pretty good, finishing in the top 25 in the ABA, and it was a real good season out there. We played in the Louisiana division. And it was real competitive, and I had a real good experience.
All right, now shout out Derrell because his birthday was just recently. Both Pisces be in the building.
Oh yeah. Happy belated birthday!
You already know,
too,
bro. You already know. Now, 25th actually is a big one for both of us. Both 25 this year. So tell us what sparked your interest in basketball. What was it that drew you into the game? Was it something that really said, "Yo, this is I want to take this serious"? When did that all start for you?
Okay. I feel like it was a time when I was probably around 9 years old, and like I said, I grew up in the neighborhood, so there was a time where I was put on punishment, and a lot of times my mom put me on punishment. I couldn't leave the house, and there was a time where I really wanted to play so bad. I would go outside to my driveway and just dribble with my basketball. I didn't have a court or anything like that, and at a young age, I realized if I was that driven and if I really wanted to play that much, then that's when I first realized that I wanted to take it serious.
All right, so you knew this was something that stemmed from a child, just
Yeah.
dribbling, thinking like, yo, I'm gonna take it serious.
Yeah.
So that leads me to my next question. When did you start to take things more serious on the pro level? Like you said, you stated you played 1 year of college basketball. Already are in the professional league right now off of that 1 year. So can you tell me what was it in maybe high school or college that said, yo, I'm about to make this serious. I'm about to really. This is the goal that I'm about to achieve.
Yeah, so I guess my journey playing basketball is unlike most people's journeys because I only played 1 year of college basketball, and I noticed I wanted to take it to the next level after the 1 year that I played for Cardiff University. I really had a standout season that year. Averaged over 20 points, and I won MVP that year. And for me to only play 1 year of college basketball, that was a real big achievement for me. So at that point, I realized I can play at a higher level, and that's when I knew I wanted to take it to the pro level.
To the pros, all right. You stated about your MVP at Cardiff, which is a huge accomplishment. Kudos to my boy. This is freshman year, and my man in the UK, mind you. You know what I mean? So you know what I mean. This is not just here locally hooping at the Y. You feel me? This my man's over there, handling his business. With that being said, what was your biggest adversity thus far? So far, I mean, so the MVP, that's a great success. But something had to start and say, you know what? Like, what was your biggest adversity to say that high school, college, or even in the ABA that shaped who you are today and the player that you are becoming?
Okay. I would say my biggest adversity was it happened in high school. Definitely my senior year of high school. I had plans of playing in college, and I ended up getting cut from the basketball team my senior year, and that really broke me down because I really took it serious. And at that point, it was either I quit because most of the time, if you don't play in high school, the chances of you playing in college are slim to none. So I felt like if I was able to recover and keep my love and drive for basketball, then I'll be all right, and I think everything turned out great.
That's a Jordan story, bro. That's what I'm about to say. For those kids watching, those high schoolers, middle school, whatever level you might be, just if you get cut, that does not end your journey. I always use as an example to strive forward and move ahead. You know what I mean? Derrell, senior year, this is the best year. Got cut from the team.
Yeah.
My man's still, doing his thing, playing professional right now. So don't never let that stop your journey, y'all. Going back to your collegiate days at Cardiff, playing college ball in the UK, how was the competition level? Because, did you see a lot of Ginobili's with the Euro steps and the Brandon Jennings? You know what I mean? Like, how was the competition level different from here?
The competition level was competitive. Obviously, in Europe, they have a different style of play. It's more inclusive. They want to get everybody involved. It's less one-on-one basketball, and it's more team playing. Everyone has to touch the ball. But one thing I liked about it is the guys, like, even though they don't have crazy handles like guys in the States, they have like the fundamentals down packed in the Euro step, and that was just interesting seeing the guys, different guys from Spain and Greece and different European countries, just seeing how they play. It was real interesting.
Now, did you find it difficult to transition when you came back to the ABA, or did you take anything from them and try to implement it in your game today?
Yeah, the transition for me was slightly difficult because the pace in the ABA is a lot more faster.
Gotcha.
In Europe, the pace is a little bit slower, and that was something I had to incorporate into my game. But what I did take from playing in Europe was the inclusive style of everybody touching the ball and being more of a team player. So, for sure.
Now we're gonna stay on the ABA because if y'all don't know, the Razor Sharks were the ABA team before they won a championship. You know what I mean? Before they switched over to the PBO. So it's a lot of That's a historic, very historic association they have right here. Being that this is your first season, won't be the last. How has it been so far being in the ABA? Can you tell us about your experience there, living in Louisiana, all that kind of field there?
Yeah, I mean, it was a real great experience. My rookie season, I got down there and I wasn't quite sure what to expect. A completely different environment, a new group of guys, a new coach, but it was a real great experience. For us to be in the top 25 and the ABA has over 100 teams was real good for me to go to a competitive team like that my first year. And basically, I just had to figure out my way on how I can contribute, because going to a new team, you got to work within the system and play your game the best way to help out the team the best way you can.
All right. Now, you're a man of God. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
You know the brand,
Always.
Zell Life. You know what I mean? It's about passion, it's about purpose, it's about your divine calling. How has faith in being a Christian helped you on your journey with your sports?
I want to say that's probably like the biggest thing for me is the faith in my relationship with the man upstairs. I mean, for me, this is just one thing that I always do. I just say a prayer every time before I step foot on the court, and I just ask the man upstairs that I don't get injured and just play my best game. And obviously, I want to win the game too, so I ask him that. And
he said I ask him that too. Lord, you got me on this one.
Yeah,
you just triple double too, guy. You feel me?
Anything. Hit some deep threes, like whatever I want to accomplish in the game, I ask him before the game. And even if I don't hit all my goals, I still thank him after every game. So it's definitely faith has definitely played a major role in my career.
That's for your blessed young man, bro. Word. Now, you went to Church of Love, right, when you was here?
New Life.
New Life. Word. That's what's up, bro.
Yeah.
Now, as far as your divine calling, what role has basketball played as far as what your purpose is here on the earth when it comes to your purpose, like, in the world? As you being, you know what I mean, here on the earth, what is your divine calling? How has basketball played that role?
Okay. I feel like just my purpose. I have a long-term goal to start a basketball academy, and I just feel like my whole journey playing basketball is it just really helped reveal that purpose. And just from me being cut in high school, I really feel like I can share this story with other youth, and the fact that I was able to also get my education and still play, I feel like it'll definitely help with me developing my basketball academy in the future.
Now, you touched on it briefly, because that education part. Now, many people don't know this. They see, okay, you're an NBA player, but tell them more about your educational journey. Derrell right now, he has his MBA. He has a bachelor's degree. So how is having a degree, and what role should education play in somebody looking to further their career in sports?
Education is big for me. Definitely, I feel like it helps you with your time management and discipline. Obviously, when I was playing at Cardiff University, I was going to graduate school, so you got to have your time management down packed. I feel like taking courses while you're playing basketball, you got practice, you got games. So I definitely feel that the education piece just all played a big role in everything.
Shout out for the NBA, brother with the NBA right there, man. That's my guy. All right, now I'm gonna take it to current perspectives, professional sports right now. How you feel about the current state of the NBA right now?
Current state?
This ain't the same league, man. It ain't no Tim Duncan, it ain't Kobe. It ain't even no Jamal Crawford's really dominating like they used to, bro.
Jamal Crawford's still hooping.
He's not getting no burn right now, let's be honest.
He good for a couple.
What team he play
buckets.
for?
The T-Wolves.
I wanted to make sure you knew that, but I'm saying, bro, he ain't getting no burn right now. He the third wing off the bench.
He good for a couple of highlights a game.
Couple of highlights a game. But how you feel about the league currently as a six?
I mean, I really think it's exciting. James Harden is a great player, great one-on-one player. Russell Westbrook personally is my favorite player. He's just real exciting to watch and
triple double, man.
Yeah, Mr. Triple Double, and just the whole league as a whole. I feel like it's changed to more of a guard sort of league and shooting threes and playing real flashy, and that's sort of how I try to model my game after.
All right. Finals coming up in June. Who you got? Eastern, Western Conference.
That's a tough one.
Finals about to jump. Who you got?
I'm going to say the
Boston
Celtics.
All right.
And the Golden State Warriors.
Celtics and the Warriors. Who's winning that one?
I have to go with the Golden State Warriors.
Golden State. All right.
Deep.
Y'all gonna hold them to it now.
Oh, yeah.
All right. And last thing, got to tie it up. My man Derrell, got a plane to catch, man. You gotta go. No Bow Wow challenge. My man's really gotta go. All right. All right. So, what are 3 things that you use to fuel your zeal and your purpose? 3 things that motivate you.
Obviously, we touched on faith, so I would consider that as one thing. And my long-term goal and my purpose to start that academy, that really pushes me because I really want to be able to share my story with them. And I feel that the more that I'm able to do, the more I'll be able to inspire the youth and what I'm doing in the academy. So that, and the third one would probably be I have a passion for basketball, so I just feel like that passion is always going to drive me.
Oh, man, that's what's up, man. You're definitely going to, all the kids right now looking